Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City, and this is the Hollywood Squared Circle, where we talk about wrestling episodes of non-wrestling shows. And today we are talking about Dexter's Laboratory Season 1, Episode 2, entitled Dexter Dodgeball / Dial M for Monkey RASSLOR / Dexter's Assistant. For those of you who don't know, Dexter's Lab was an animated series that ran on the Cartoon Network from 1995 to 1998, and then again from 2001 to 2003, spanning 4 seasons of 78 episodes. It followed the experimental exploits of tortured child genius Dexter and his annoyingly well-intentioned sister Dee Dee. It was voiced by Christine Cavanaugh, Allison Moore, Kat Cressida, Kathleen Succi, Jeff Bennett, Eddie Deason, Rob Paulson, Tom Kenny, and Frank Welker. Most episodes were broken up into multiple short segments, usually with 2 Dexter stories and 1 middle act of either Justice Friends, a parody of the Justice League, or Dial M for Monkey, where Dexter's pet, Monkey, unbeknownst to Dexter, actually possesses superpowers and fights crime alongside his agent Honeydew and the Commander General. So more specifically, this is an episode of Dial M for Monkey, but it also features the Justice Friends. And it is actually an almost note-for-note parody of the Marvel Comics character, the Champion of the Universe, who challenged a bunch of superheroes to a boxing match in Madison Square Garden. You may be thinking that since this is a cartoon, there's really no need to cast an actual wrestler, but that's why this episode is fucking amazing, because voicing the character of RASSLOR is the Macho Man, Randy Savage, who makes 0 attempts to not sound like the Macho Man, Randy Savage. So here's what happens. A monkey and each of the Justice Friends are all mysteriously summoned to this intergalactic coliseum floating thing called the Shippogrome. Then there's this little fly alien guy in a suit named Promotor, like promoter, which is genius. And he's like, "You've been summoned here by my master, RASSLOR." And RASSLOR makes this entrance and begins cutting this amazing promo that he scoured the galaxy looking for one competitor worthy enough to face him, and he's finally found Earth. Also, Randy Savage doesn't say Earth, he says Earth. And then he's like, "Fight me, or I'll destroy the Earth." Then the Shippogrome lands on Earth, and now it's at this wrestling show, and the name of the promotion is Intergalactic Wrestling Forum, which is not the best fake federation name I've ever heard. And the commentators are Promotor and Mike Mann. Very clever. So first, it's RASSLOR versus Valhalla, and RASSLOR literally rips his hair out. Then he faces Major Glory, who makes a big America speech, and RASSLOR just punches him in the face. And then he faces Sam R.I., who's a samurai, and RASSLOR just breaks his leg. And then it's Monkey's turn, and RASSLOR sees the monkey, he's like, no, that's stupid, bring me someone else. So then he fucks up Fantone, the Infraggable Crunk, White Tiger, Capital G, and the Living Bullet. And each time Monkey tries to get in, RASSLOR's just like, fucking no, seriously, like, just leave me alone. But then Monkey gets a quick pin on RASSLOR for a 2 count. RASSLOR's like, no, fuck this shit. So then he grabs Monkey and he's just squeezing him like this, and then Monkey starts passing out, but then Monkey wakes up and he fights at him. He's like, oh shit, yeah? So then RASSLOR grabs Monkey and then he just slams him through the mat, and he's like, alright, this guy made a hole in the mat, I guess I won. So RASSLOR takes his belt and he holds it up, but wait, what's this? Monkey's not giving up, and he's crawling out of the hole. RASSLOR is so moved by this act of determination that he decides to spare Earth. And then he hugs Monkey as the crowd cheers, and then he literally says, "Oh yeah." Of course, for a 7-minute cartoon, this is fantastic for a variety of reasons. The characters are colorful, and the wrestling is intergalactic, and they're all superheroes, so all that lunacy totally makes sense. Even then, I must say, they really tell quite a reasonable story here. There's a lot of great psychology going on. I must say that this is one of Randy Savage's most underrated performances ever, and perhaps even one of his most underrated promos. Because honestly, Randy Savage talking about conquering the galaxy and Earth really isn't that far-fetched. So this has been Dial M for Monkey RASSLOR, also an episode of Dexter's Lab. That was the Hollywood Squared Circle, and I have completely wasted your time.
Guests of the RJ City Show, subscribe to his channel, follow him on social media, and buy his t-shirts at prowrestlingtees.com/RJ City.